This is about to be the most chaotic video ever, so brace yourself. Hey guys, it's me. And basically one thing you need to know about me is that I'm a book hoarder. So I have accumulated all of these books just this year. If it's one that was already featured in a reading wrap-up video, it will not be shown in this video. But if I did not show it, it will be. Basically, these are all the books I bought this year. They're piled into where I bought them, basically. So I'm gonna start with my eBay stack. So first I got Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell. I really recommend this book. My April reading wrap-up will be up within the next couple of days, and this will be a part of it. So I don't want to say too much about this book, but yes, I did read it. Then I have Behind Closed Doors, which I haven't read yet, but I am excited to read. I'm getting more into thrillers. Then I have 19 Minutes by Jodi Picoult, which I read in high school, but I wanted to reread. I know it's pretty hard-hitting, so yeah. Then another book I read this past month in April, one of my favorite books I've ever read, by Taylor Jenkins Reid, One True Loves. This is like my favorite book I've ever read, hands down. I loved it. Another book I read last month is Little Fires Everywhere. I really liked this book too, so I can't wait for you to hear more about my thoughts on it. Read this in college, but I want to reread it because I feel like when you're forced to read something, you don't enjoy it as much. But I've heard good things about this book, so I want to reread it, and it is Tuesdays with Maury. Then, Before We Were Yours, I didn't buy it, or I didn't read it yet, but I'm hoping to. 1,000 Splendid Suns. I loved The Kite Runner, which I read in January, so I'm excited to read 1,000 Splendid Suns. And then I bought Fangirl, which I read in 2020, but it was like one of my favorite books I've ever read, so I just wanted to buy it. So that's all my eBay books. Now I'm going to show you, I went to a library sale with my friend, and I got a lot of books. So I'm going to show you which ones I got. I got Shutter Island, which I'm a little scared to read. It looks kind of scary, but we'll see. The Men and the Girls by Joanna Trollope. The synopsis sounded good on the back, but I've never heard of this book. Never heard of this one, The Impossible Fairy Tale, but this one sounds really good too. I got Gone for Good by Harlan Coben, and my friend recommended this book to me. She also recommended Room to me. So those are two new thrillers that I want to read. And I got the first two books in the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo series, which I've always had an interest in. I just had never read. Heidi, because I've never read Heidi, and I kept seeing it literally like everywhere I'd go, so I had to pick it up. I got My Year of Rest and Relaxation. I've heard mixed reviews on this book, but I'm glad that I only paid $1 for it, so yeah. And then I got Things We Never Got Over. I could not believe I found this at the library sale for $1. Like, I'm so excited to read this. I cannot wait. I got The Poisonwood Bible, which looks like this. This was another one my friend recommended to me. And The 13th Tale, she also recommended to me. These are all different genres, and I am excited to explore. And then The Alienist, which she also recommended to me. So a lot of these are kind of out of my comfort zone, but I am excited to read them. I'm a teacher, so I also have a school book fair, And I'm going to show you the ones I got from this whole book fair. I got Ground Zero by Alan Gratz. I love his books, so I'm really excited to read this. I loved Refugee, so I'm really excited to read this. And then I got Full Cicada Moon by Marilyn Hilton, and it's written in verse, which I love books that are written in verse. Now I'm going to show you ones that I thrifted. So first, from an antique store, I got this really old version of the Silver Chalice. I love old books, and I just think the inside of it is stunning, and it has like sprayed edges, which are so beautiful. I loved this when I saw it. I was so excited. I love old books, so I'm excited. I actually do want to read this. So, Goodwill, I got Me and Earl in the Dying Girl. I don't really know much about this book. First, Catch Your Husband from Goodwill as well, and it's just about this woman trying to find a husband, I guess. Got Sunny Side Up from Goodwill, and I like to read graphic novels to see if they'd be good ones for my classroom. Got Ghosts and Drama because I know these are two very popular ones, so those were all the ones I got from Goodwill. And then there's a thrift store by my house, and I got The Truth About Melody Brown by Lisa Jewell, and I knew this author, so that's why I got this book. I heard so many things about a man called Uwe, or Ove. I'm very much excited to read this book. I think it's going to be one of my May reads. Then Heaven is for Real, which I heard a lot about when I was little, and as a Christian want to read it. So, and now I'm going to go through the ones I got on Amazon. First, A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. I've heard this is the saddest book of all time, so I'm a little scared to read it, but I am intrigued by it, so I'm going to give it a chance. I also got The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which is by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I loved One True Loves, so I'm excited to read this one. And I got this book called The Playlist, and I literally bought it because there's a lot of Taylor Swift references in it. And if you don't know, I'm a hardcore Swiftie, so I had to check this out. And now I'm going to show you books I got from stores like Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, Target. So books I got like brand new. I got Looking for Alaska for $6.99 at Books A Million. And this is one of the John Green books I've never read, so I'm excited. I've heard it's a lot better than An Abundance of Catherine's, which I did not like. I got Six of Crows because my friend Olivia really wanted me to read Six of Crows, so that is what I got. I got Losing Hope because I'm reading the Hopeless series this year, and this is the second one, so this is going to be what I read in May. I read Hopeless in April. I got this book called The Stranded. Sam actually picked this out. We went to Target and I told him to pick me out a book, and this is the one he picked out. From Books A Million, I got Better Than the Movies, which I've heard a lot about this book, so I'm excited to read it. And it's a cute cover because it's yellow and blue, my two favorite colors. So, and I got Last Mrs. Parrish from Books A Million as well, which is a thriller, so I'm excited to read it. I got Night Circus at Target. I've always wanted to read Night Circus, so I'm excited. At Books A Million, I got The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane because I've never read it, and I've heard so many good things about it, so I want to read this. The book I'm currently reading is A Touch of Darkness by Scarlett St. Clair. I'm trying to finish it by the end of this week because it's about Hades, and I'm going to see Hades Town. And then I got two classics. I got Pride and Prejudice and Little Women. So those are all of the books that I have accumulated lately, and I will be posting my April wrap-up sometime this week. Thank you so much for watching, and stay beautiful. Bye.